Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Netflix documentary entitled Killer Sally. And the official synopsis of this documentary is: interviews with friends, family, and Sally McNeil herself chart a bodybuilding couple's rocky marriage and its shocking end in a Valentine's Day murder. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. This documentary focuses on Sally McNeil, her ex-husband Ray McNeil, and the shocking murder that took place on Valentine's Day 1995, and just the entire situation all at hand. But here we go. I would say some of the things that I enjoyed about this documentary were the interviews, of course. Sally McNeil is interviewed in here a lot. People that knew both of them from family, friends, former acquaintances, district attorneys, just a lot of people that has some sort of like relevance was interviewed in this documentary. And you just got a good glimpse about how Sally and Ray's marriage was, and just the kind of person that Sally was in here. And honestly, my personal opinion, the entire relationship between Sally and Ray was just extremely toxic, because both of them were from the Army, from the Marines, and it was just disturbing to hear about some of the things that what Ray did and what Sally had done and everything else. Like, the relationship never should have happened. Like, once the abuse started, they should have just stopped, because it was just getting too serious, too toxic at times. But the interviews in here, though, a lot of them were pretty sad when it came to Sally's kids, just talking about from the situation itself, and also just explaining how it was without having their mother, how they were separated, and how things were once their mother was not around. Like, the kids in here it was pretty sad to hear about what they said. But I felt like the interviews, though, from all of the people that was in here, they were all pretty good. I enjoyed how this documentary focuses on many different things, not just on Sally, Ray, and the situation, but just on bodybuilding, how things was when Sally was brought up, when she was as a kid, and her time in the Army, from Ray, from people talking about how it was for him in the Army and just things like that, how they got together. Like, I enjoyed those parts of this documentary because, yeah, it was some crazy times in California. Like, the bodybuilding like industry is pretty serious, it seems like. And the contests that they have, where they're all slathered in oil, steroid use, and everything else, all of that was pretty crazy to hear, but not surprising in my opinion. And I think this documentary does a good job with just getting both sides of the story, honestly. Like, you have Sally's story of all of the horrible things that she went through and just what she endured, and also just the other side, the district attorney's side, the Ray's friends side, of how they said that she was crazy, not crazy, but just how she wasn't no saint, basically, and she did some things too. Like, it's just a big mess when you look at things. And then honestly, it's just up to the person that looks at this to see whether or not, who do you believe, because like I mentioned, it was a toxic relationship. They never should have gotten involved. Like, both of them were not innocent, in my opinion. Like, they weren't innocent. But I felt like this documentary, though, it was a nice watch. Like, it was 3 episodes long, like 45 to like 50 minutes each. And it was a fine documentary, though, because by the end of the documentary, it does show what happens to Sally, as she is now out of prison after serving like 25 years. And sometime later, she did get married to a new person. And it seems like both of her kids are in her life. And it just seems promising for Sally. Only time will tell. But I would say, though, despite that, though, Killer Sally was a pretty interesting documentary when you hear about the case and just the kind of people that Sally and Ray were. The interviews in here were pretty good, shocking, sad at times. And Yeah. I would say my rating for this documentary would probably be maybe 3 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time.